my big full shit, ready to get it started. Bitch, I got no sense. Go hit the plug. Ride around with folk. Call me
Janika. They call me Chica, cause every time they see me, they always want to flicker. I tell them back, cause I'm chilling with the mister. In case you missed his name, just know he's starring in the picture. Bye. Hi, my loves. Hey, my beauties. What's up, my heart? Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I know it's been such a long time, but you don't have to worry any further. I am back. That's right, I am back. I have a not quick video that I'm going to be showing you guys today. I wouldn't really classify this under any type of review, tutorial, or anything in that nature. However, this would be considered a special look that you don't want to miss. So I'm going to go ahead and start. It's basically going to be showing you guys from start to finish a natural hair and of course, don't forget to like, comment, share, and even subscribe just for more beauty videos. I'm gonna get right to it, you guys. I'm gonna start with my heat protectant here. It is made by Cream of Nature, and it is a oil-based heat protectant, so I'm not going to use as much as you see. It's not really anything particular, anything that pops out about this product. It's just something that I've been using since I've been natural. So unless my client share or prefer the different product, this is what I use on all of my clients. So I'm starting off in little sections. I'm going to go ahead and start applying my blow dryer here. Not going to do as much, being that we are just getting the kinks out, just to go ahead and start my braided style. That way my client can be in comfort while I am parting. I'm starting with the ends. When your client tends to have curly hair, it tends to be a lot curlier at the end, so you want to go ahead and get those kinks out before you dive right in. That way they won't have so much pain and so much tension going on. So I'm going to keep going on this section here. It's just going to be a simple blow dry each section until I get my client's hair fully blow dried, and then I'm going to go ahead and start my parting. Stay tuned, you guys. Hi, y'all still there with me? I just wanted to touch bases and check back with y'all, just so you know, in case you're not noticing, each section you begin, you want to go ahead and make sure you are applying the heat protectant. If you didn't, like if you're not doing what I did and in the beginning you applied it to the whole head, you're fine, because again, you don't want it to be too weighed down, but just make sure you are applying it to each section there. Keep watching, y'all. We're almost done with this part. As y'all see, we have officially made it through the ghetto. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. But we are at the end. I have completely blow dried each section there. Just making sure I have all of the kinks, so when I go to use the comb to part, which I'm going to be using a rat tail comb, just making sure I'm going to be able to easily glide through her hair without creating any type of unnecessary tension or unnecessary pulling. So y'all just stick here with me, and we're gonna do the darn thing. That's right. Now that the blow dryer has reached its final destination, I am going to discuss the hair I'll be adding into the client's hair. I'm going to be using the feed-in method, and I am going to be using Outre Xpression 52-inch pre-stretched 100% Kanakaline hair. In a few you'll see it. I'll kind of scroll it through so you can see what it looks like. It is considered a green pack, and it is the color T1B. 30/30, which just kind of mean that in the beginning of the hair it's mixed with the 1B and the 30 color, and at the bottom it's strictly the 30. As you can see, my client hair is kind of ombre from the 1B, or her natural hair is growing in, so of course it's the darker natural color, and then the end is the 30. This is the hair. And just so you know, while I'm parting, getting ready to braid, you want to always make sure you get the braiding hair that's closest to your client's hair. That way when you are braiding and you are blending the natural hair with the added hair, you're not really having too big of a difference. That way your braids will come out neat, present it more. They will love you for it more. So I'm just parting. Going to go ahead and start on the first braid here. On this side, I apologize because of how the camera is angled at this time. You won't really see those braids until I kind of switch over, which I am going to do later in the video. That way you can kind of see. Here, I'm just going ahead and separating my braiding hair to get ready for the feed-in method. You kind of want to start with smaller pieces and you want to go to bigger pieces as such. So again, I'm starting on this side. You'll see I started with the client's natural hair, and I am pulling the or the separated hair that I've separated in the last clip. Go ahead and add it in. A lot of people start with the hair, and then they go like 3 turns before they add another one. You can do that, but the way that I braid, for some reason, I add up under. I don't know why. I can't teach myself it yet. But I go under, so I tend to add in more, especially when I'm doing cornrows. Not more hair, but more, how would I say it? I add in before most people would do it. So the duration, I would add in quicker or before another stylist may, just because they may be able to blend a little bit better than I can. But because my blending game is great, but when I'm doing cornrows and I'm doing the natural, putting the hair on top of it, because I go up under when I feed in, I just kind of add it in more so that you're getting the same result. And again, I'm sorry because at this time you're not going to be able to see, but in a few, just hang a little tight. I am going to go ahead and adjust my camera. Well, not even adjust the camera at the point that I'm going to skip ahead here. That way you guys will be able to kind of see exactly what I am doing, because I know right now you can only see the client's hair, the movie she's watching, and of course the good Bojangles cup, whatever was in there over there. But just stay tuned. Just give me a little few here. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the camera there. That way you will be able to see. I'm going to finish the first braid before doing so, of course, but I am going to adjust it for you guys. So while we're waiting for me to finish this first braid, just a little bit of small talk here, you guys. I don't know if you kind of paid attention to the beginning, or not the beginning, but after the beginning of my video. The Natural Renaissance is taking Tampa, Florida, which is going to be the week from August 9th through August 14th. So if you know anybody that is in the Tampa, Florida area that likes natural hairstyles, natural braiding, protective hairstyles, everything that I love, please let them know. We will be in town. Alrighty, continuing on with this feed-in method here. This is what I'm going to be doing this entire style. Kind of see it better now. Of course I adjusted, but you see in the beginning I am adding smaller pieces here there. I so hate when the hair gets tangled like that, but I am adding smaller pieces here, and then I am starting, as you can see, towards the middle. It's getting bigger. You want to do that just to kind of create the pretty feet in method look. I don't really know how to put a label on that, but you want to that is very important when doing the feed-in method. You want to make sure that it is smaller pieces to medium to big. And the only reason it's big at the end, because of course most time when you are braiding, your hair tends to be more thicker when you get towards at least the crown to the bottom. But that is kind of the science in that. That's more of the science to it. So when you hear feeding, that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be taking smaller pieces, and towards the front you're starting with natural hair, smaller pieces add in hair, medium pieces add in hair, and then finally larger pieces hair. And you do this until you don't add anymore, which at the end you want to kind of make sure and keep in mind at the end of your client's braid, you don't want to add excessive amount of hair, because the more hair you add to the end, the heavier it will be to the client's hair hanging. So not have to worry about it so much with cornrows, but when you're doing individuals or any type of hairstyle that has added hair, you don't want to add a lot towards the end of the braid. You want to make sure by the time you've added to the braid, when you get to the end, you're just straight braiding down. So basically after the client hair is ended, it really shouldn't be any more hair added, just to kind of give you a little ballpark of where you can kind of stop. That way you're not making it too heavy on the client's hair. So just going to continue on to this, and I don't think, unless I see anything, I'll let you guys know. But right now this is what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be parting, as you see, and then I'm going to be adding in, and I'll do it a few times just so you can kind of see the full feeding method process. And of course, if you guys see anything to where you kind of want to question, or you have a question, or you want to kind of comment on, or anything you want to kind of critique, please put it in the comments, and I will definitely respond back. In the meantime, y'all just continue to join the show, and we're gonna soon reach the grand finale. You don't want to miss, trust me. Did y'all say sneaking? But this is what I was working on over there. Hope you guys are enjoying the view so far. I'm just going to continue at this, which I think I am doing a pretty great job, if I can say so myself. All right, y'all. I'm just chiming in a little bit. Been doing a lot of fast pacing here. You can see the little separation a little bit better here. Y'all got to say the angles on this video for me to be a one-man show, I'm telling you now. But back to the video. I'm starting with my client's natural hair, as you can see. Thin piece there. And it's important for y'all to add thin piece in the beginning, because if you add too thick of a piece at the beginning, it's gonna look really bad. You do not want that. You don't want it at all. You're gonna be able to tell what you did. You're gonna be able to say that is added hair, even though of course people may know because it may be longer than your natural hair. But if you add thicker at the beginning of anything, when you're doing knotless, cornrow, anything that involves the feeding method, if you add too thin of a piece too soon, you're going to be able to tell, and you don't want that. Your clients is not going to like that. So make sure you are doing the thickness ratio when you're starting from the top to the bottom the correct way, so that you get the best result. So just going to continue on to this, you guys, and then of course, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. And you guys, if you're enjoying this, just share, or just let me know as well. If it's kind of boring, let me know what I can do different. You know, have any questions. Oh, I kind of want to tap into what you're seeing. I don't know if you can kind of see the little white residue on the braid there. You want to make sure at all times when you are braiding, if you see that, please smooth it out so it will not look caked up on your client's hair. That wouldn't look good either. But smooth it out. I am going to definitely smooth it out at the end. I do kind of, you'll see, you guys will see, but Just kind of want to point that out. And if you leave that there as well, it can create some product buildup as well. And I know one of my viewers did ask for a video for product buildup. This is not really exactly that. I haven't got a client that I've had that on yet, because I know when I do hair, most of my clients are returning clients, and I don't really do a lot of products, so my clients don't really get it a lot. I'm gonna definitely try, you know, those new clients that's coming in to get it, so I can touch back and put it on there like I said I would. You see there, y'all missed it. I was talking too much, but if you didn't, I smoothed it with my thumb there. But yeah, just kind of let me know if you guys see anything, or you want to see anything, or if I need to explain anything more further. I suck at this, y'all. Kind of improving on this, but as you see, I don't know if y'all pay attention either when I'm parting, but when I part, I kind of part it how I want it. I apply the product, and then I go part again just to make sure it's clean, which is what a lot of braiders is doing right now. Not anything particular. I probably got that from somebody else in the beginning looking at these YouTube videos, but that is always a great tip to help you make sure your parts are clean. So, starting with the natural clients, the client's naturals here. Sorry, y'all, I'm getting a little tongue-tied. And I'm going right on in. And then I'm going to go ahead and continue, okay? Okay, slow. There you go. Slow it down. But we have definitely reached the top layer here. The bottom layer is fully 100% complete. I'm going to go ahead to the top layer, which is going a separate direction, which will be creating the braided style that we're going for, and it's just going to be the same feeding method. So you guys sit tight here, enjoy the show, and again, just let me know if you have any questions here. We made it! Shout out to Big Soldier and Drake, y'all. But no, seriously, we have reached the end of this hairstyle. So I'm putting on my foam here, which is by Shine and Jam. They came out with a great foam, y'all, and I love it. It's been out for a while. Most probably has already used it and kind of figured out if they like it or not, but I love it. It's really thick. It coats my client's hair pretty nicely. It does the job. It does what it's supposed to do. But because it's so thick, you don't want to use a lot of it like I'm doing here. This was actually probably the first time I used this and realized how thick it was. Y'all will even see later when I'm applying the accessories, it kind of sits there for a while. So it definitely does what it's supposed to do. But I am just finishing this part, and then in the next clip what you're going to see is me put in the silver accessory that I decided to use. So yeah, you see. I am so glad I'm almost finished. I can't wait for y'all to see the final product here. Alright, so now that I got my silver accessory, which is hair string, hair yarn, anything can kind of do the job for this. Just something that I just kind of decided to do. Don't really know where it came from, but I thought it turned out pretty cute. But I'm just going to take the crochet needle and then stick it inside the braid to pull the string through, and I'm going to kind of do a little crisscross effect on the first two braids here. That way the client, during the duration of the hairstyle, y'all want to be careful and don't do what I just did, because sometimes I be going loose with it. But I just took the two first braids and I'm just going to kind of sew them down, make a little style,
and that way, depending on how long my client decides to wear the braids, she'll be able to wear it as I'm doing it now. And then if she decides to remove the string and want to wear it down, she'll be able to do that as well. But I'm just going to finish this side, and then I'm going to do the other side, and I'm going to take a needle and thread and sew them down in place to kind of keep it the way that my client wanted it. Alright, and then that really concludes the video. Just don't mind my little other client. She's actually having a good time before I start her hair. But that's going to conclude this video. I started from the beginning, which I blew my client hair out as you saw, and then I went ahead and did the braided style using the feed-in method, using a crochet needle here to insert the hair string. I know a lot of people always want to know how people put that in, because I get some clients they'll ask, or some people that's what my clients they'll ask, but that is how. So yeah, just continue to watch the remaining of this clip, which again is just going to be finalizing the accessory there. And then after that, I am going to dip my client ends in hot water, which not only am I dipping it in hot water to seal the ends and to straighten the ends, it's also going to allow the steam to flow up in my client's scalp, just from all of the braiding that has occurred today. It just kind of will release her pores and kind of stream into there. It's always considered a great option, a steam treatment, which my clients, they don't get a full exclusive steam treatment on every occurrence, but they do get a partial steam treatment that will kind of treat their hair from all of the maneuver or the manipulation we did today. So here you see dipping the ends, and I'm gonna dry them with a towel. And you also, as well, when you're done, if you have time, I am going to blow dry it. That way your client don't leave with dripping ends. Client don't know yet, but they will definitely love you for that. And it doesn't really take a lot of additional time to do so, because you're not fully blow drying it, you're just making it to where you don't see any more dripping water. Here what you're seeing, I just kind of dip my towel in hot water anytime I feel like I have like the little sticky parts or anything I want to smooth down. Like say that product buildup I was showing you earlier, you could use that to kind of smoothen it out as well. Only if you could kind of sustain that the heat of the hot water on your fingers. But here I'm just taking a needle and thread. Again, I told y'all I was going to go ahead and sew it in place. That's the style that my client wanted. Here you're just seeing me threading that needle and then tying the knot at the end to go ahead and sew the two accessorized braids in place.
Lamborghini, blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights out of sight. Long breeze, so thin, say it again, so thin. Make that money, throw it in, booty bouncing, go ahead.
Okay, so after that, I'm going to take my shears, you guys. Anything that my foam and my hot water didn't mow down, I'm going to go ahead and clip it off there. Just to get a more cleaner look with my braids. Clients tend to love that, and I just tend to love how it makes my styles look. And then after that, if your client don't want it, because this is completely optional, it's just something I'll do, I take the Gots to Be holding spray and I spray it on top of the braids just to kind of give it a little bit more holding time. And then after I do that, I put like the pink glosser on there just to give a little bit shine if the got to be glue took it off of the braiding hair. And then I go ahead and apply a protective hairstyle oil for the initial use, just so that I know it was there. And then if the client decides to buy it, it will be in the description. You can go and buy it from a local beauty supply store. That's just if your scalp tends to be a little bit more drier than others. It has a lot of benefits too. But we are done. Here, you see it. You guys let me know if you like it. And then remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later.